Levitation is real because it happened to me. This is not a fake story, and this happened in my own bedroom. Hi everyone, I'm Claudia, also known as Claudia the Medium, and I've had a lot of strange experiences growing up. And this is the one that changed how I saw reality completely. I'm not here to convince you. I'm just going to tell my story. Exactly what happened. Since the beginning, I've always been able to see spirits. I thought that was normal. However, growing up, I was told that it was just my imagination, and I believed it. It was not until this event that I started to question everything. It still took me until my late 20s to finally come out and stop hiding as a medium. Now I don't believe anymore that it was ever my imagination. I was seeing people, and I realized that we as a collective have been lied to. This world is not what we think it is. Nothing is as it seems. This event that happened to me happened in the spring month of May 2004 when I was 12 years old, a few months before my 13th birthday. I was asleep in my bed under a thick, heavy blanket. I remember dreaming that night that I was in a race on a mountain and I was falling behind everyone else. Then, suddenly, in my dream, I fell off the mountain. At that exact moment, I opened my eyes and felt my real physical body drop from about 7 to 9 feet in the air and slam back down. It felt so real that I thought I had fallen out of my bed. But when I started grasping the situation, I realized that I wasn't on the floor. I was still in my bed, exactly where I had fallen. And that's when I looked up. And I saw it. My blanket was floating above me, about 5 feet in the air, perfectly straight, like something invisible was holding it up. Then slowly, it started lowering back down onto my body. That's when it hit me. I didn't fall out of my bed. I fell back into it, which meant I was just in the air, my entire physical body. Then I sat up, completely frozen. I decided to turn around and saw my pillow was crushed down like something heavy had just landed on it. My first instinct was to check for anything. First, I checked for wind. Nothing. Then I checked my room. No one was there. There was no explanation. I remember thinking about screaming, but I didn't, because I already knew no one would believe me what had happened to me. So I stayed quiet. I kept this story to myself for years. After that night, that's when I became obsessed with understanding what had happened. I started researching the paranormal, levitation, poltergeist, out-of-body experiences, even UFO abductions, trying to make sense of how this could ever be possible, since it defies physics. And here's where I stand now. Poltergeists are real. What happened to me was a physical poltergeist episode. And also, levitation is real. And I know we're not being told the full truth about what the human mind is capable of. After that experience, I feel that everything is possible with the power of the mind. I realize also that many people and mankind in general may feel limited in their mental capabilities. So they feel that merging with AI may provide the answer to that feeling of having a limit to what we are capable of. After my experience, I'm here to say that AI is not the answer. Transhumanism is not the answer. We are already perfect. Our mind is already perfect. I want to end this video by saying that you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe my story. But I know what happened, what I experienced was real. If you've ever experienced something unexplainable, you are not alone. And if you're trying to understand your own experiences, I do offer support. You are not alone. Thank you for listening to my story. And don't forget to follow if you want to hear more about my life. Until next time, thank you and take care.